versus living in a suburban home. I'm your host, Isaac Anin.
I'm your co-host Angel.
I'm another person, Rachel.
And yeah, so we'll just get right in it. Um, the way I see it, living in an African home is kind of harder than living in a suburban home for like certain points and reasons. Africans they put more onto you because you see like some African parents like they just came here from like Ghana or wherever they're from. So like they just came here, so they want you to do better than them. Suburban parents, they're just happy with what you do as long as you do something.
I would like to contradict to that because don't even say as they just want you to do something. No, everybody has a different viewpoint on everything. So I think that it's probably suburban parents. It's just a different viewpoint. The parents were raised is how they raised back in Ghana. That's what they're gonna bring to here, of course. So it's just how they were their fruit doesn't fall far from the tree. So how their parents raised them is how they're gonna raise us, and it's obviously gonna be different from the people who live here because it's a totally different country and totally different atmosphere. The things in Ghana are not the same of the things in here. So I think it's just like that.
I would say that African parents have a different mentality from American parents, and I would say that they're more strict. That's how I feel.
Straight girl.
Because, well, maybe it's just my parents, but
Okay, let's
my
say
parents are strict. So
simple things like maybe getting a phone call home. Simple things that like
What do you mean get a phone home? Oh, from school. If you being
yeah.
bad, okay.
Okay, now let's say you're not being bad though. Let's just say it's just a phone call home. Some African parents, I'm not trying to say all, some of them will think like in their mind, oh, he or she did something. You know what I mean? Like just out of nowhere, like they wouldn't even know what it was for, but in their minds they would think, oh, they did something. But like,
I think it even depends on your parent itself. You shouldn't really range it from all African parents. Personally, uh, my parents would do that. I don't think that they'll probably listen throughout the whole thing because even sometimes my brother even gets praise reports and stuff. He gets money and stuff. So I think yeah, I think it depends on your parents. But I think in general they have a overall same viewpoint. They view stuff similarly. Cause I feel like they be what's the call? They really be talking amongst each other about how they be training their children and stuff. So so they all yeah they all think somewhat the same.
okay, but you gotta think about this. Okay, let me switch it over to clothing.
Okay,
Okay, when it comes to African parents, the way they want you to dress, tucked in shirt, pants with belt,
I like that.
regular shoes.
I like that. I
Yes.
like that.
Okay, you can like it if you want, but okay, so that's how they expect you to dress for school. That's like that's in their heads. That's how they think
Yes,
in
I like that.
America. All schools are.
Okay.
But but when you're in a suburban home, they want you to dress nice. They don't want you to dress like bummy and stuff. They want you to at least dress nice and go to school.
You know, back in Ghana, they wore uniform.
Yeah, I know they
If you
wear
don't have
uniform.
uniform here, that's why they tell you to tuck in your shirt and stuff because we don't have uniform. They think it's normal because back then that's what they did. That's the reason why you're going to
But
tuck in
it's
your
not
shirt,
normal.
wear the correct shoes and stuff like that. Even if you explain it to them, of course they're not going to say, no, you're right. Let me stop what I'm saying. No. So what you have to do, of course, respect them, wear something better, and listen to them. I guess, yeah. I don't think your parents want you going about like this all the time.
What you mean
Yeah.
going all the time? Anyway,
another thing is chores. Like my mom we do the dishes, but I don't do it that way. When I come from school, I get changed, do my homework, eat all that, then I do the dishes. But I guess it's different from how they were when they were younger.
Exactly, because it was how they were raised. But I like all like parents be saying, okay,
With the
in the
time
morning
stuff.
I used to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and then I would mop the floors, I would sweep the floors, I would wash the dishes, and then I walked 2 miles. What am I saying? 2 miles. I would walk 10 miles to my school next morning. I wasn't even there. I would get beat or go back home, walk another 10 miles. All this extra stuff. Like, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay,
So,
imagine it. Okay, so I missed the bus. This is the story. This is exactly how my dad would tell me. Why did you miss the bus? Back in Ghana, I went to Adisadel, the best school in Ghana. I didn't live with my parents at all. I never missed a class. I'm saying, well, yeah, you lived at the school. Of course you would. Right. You didn't have a bus. You
what he's
lived at the
saying is
school.
he didn't rely on anybody, so he did everything like on top of everything.
Yeah. Well, of course he had to.
Exactly.
But you see,
that's what you have to do. You don't
I
have
don't
to rely on the
him.
person.
I just
And wait, what? He's not the person to be telling you that you missed the bus. He's not the person to be waking you up in the morning.
He don't wake me up
And
in
at
the
the same
morning.
time, he's just saying be more responsible because he was more responsible.
You know anything? No, you don't. Okay, and okay. How about this? How do your parents want you to do your hair?
I just do however I want. Oh yeah.
Keyword.
Let me stop. Okay, so of course you have to do it decently. You have to do it nicely, not too. I even do it too long. Not too not too crazy, not too well groomed. Even my school I go to, you have to do it a certain way. So, but you can't do all these crazy colors and stuff. Yeah, that's the downside, and you can't be all crazy about it.
What was the key word that you said though?
You said colors, crazy.
No.
Crazy. You said crazy.
The key word, however you want.
That's how I want it.
Exactly. That's how you want it.
Yeah.
Now, in my home, it's not however I want it. It don't work like that at all.
Okay, this is what I basically do. It don't mean that I'm supposed to do however I want it. You're not supposed to do however I want it, however you want it. But basically what I do, how I don't get caught with it is however I want most of the time. But
like they would trip. Okay, think about this. If I had an afro, they would ask me why my hair is too much and tell me to cut it down.
Exactly. To be
Why?
more modest.
Why?
Do you think back then they had Afro big to the sky?
How is that being modest though?
Because you look regular.
But you're saying back then.
You need to look regular.
You're saying back then.
Okay, now too, you need to look regular. I'm not saying, okay, I know
Afro is regular now.
You need to look decent.
Go to
in their
any school.
eyes.
Trust me. Go to any school. You'll see about half the people with afros.
That's the problem. Look at what's the called. You need to be modest. Is that modest?
How is that being modest?
Modest is basically not doing too much. You're doing way too much, but having the afro in the sky. What is that for?
You're not doing too much.
What is that for? And look, you have to comb it every day, doing all this stuff. Just cut it all off. This is really unnecessary. Just cut it off. You won't have to do anything. It's even spending time in the morning. Having to, use your sponge, do all this extra stuff. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
that's not extra at all.
Yes, it is very extra. So you need to cut it off and then move on with your day. Because all you have to. That's probably why you missed the bus. You're probably sponging your hair.
No. So, just like how girls be doing all that stuff with their hairs.
That's different because I'm a girl.
It's not different.
Oh, that's even why in Ghana, I saw girls cut their hair. But here, I can't be moving around with my haircut and stuff. So, and that's why you have to do it modestly. But something that's just.
There's no difference at all, though.
But thing is, do you want to dress like a girl?
No, there's
exactly. Don't say it's a difference because you don't have
like
girl
when it
hair.
comes to hair, there's no difference at all.
Huh?
You talking about how boys be doing all this stuff?
He said when it comes to girl hair and boy hair, there's no difference.
You know how girls be doing all that stuff with their hair, little blur drying and all that stuff.
You're trying to look presentable,
right?
You can't walk around with your hair.
I mean, you gotta think about this.
You're trying to look presentable, but this person, I'm just saying, cut off all your hair to stop. You look presentable in the same time. You be changing, you be saving time because it really doesn't make any sense for you to be having all this afro hair and be arguing with your parents that, hey, I want my afro hair because everybody has afro hair and blah blah blah. No.
Well, you don't say that. That's not gonna work at all if you say it because everybody.
At the same time, you're still arguing with it. That's it. No.
I don't want to cut my hair.
No. What do you mean you don't want to cut your hair? No. Do what your parents tell you to do.
They cut your hair.
I'm about to give Isaac's dad. Isaac should cut his hair. I think it's okay.
If I cut my hair, you cut your hair.
But the thing is, it don't make any sense because I'm a girl. Girl hair is not boy hair. There's a difference. There's
Your hair gonna grow back just like how my hair's gonna grow back.
You're gonna keep yours cut. That's the thing. That's the difference.
Well, just like in Ghana, girls gotta keep their hair.
Exactly.
This is America, and girls here, we don't.
Be modest. My hair. Even some people don't think girls shaving hair is modest. They be thinking, oh, girls be feeling themselves too much. But most people. How most African parents say, if you cut your hair well groomed, well brushed, well combed, it's saying, okay, we are modest and we are, what's it called? I think that's what God wants. He wants modesty. He wants something that will show people that, hey, I am not a bush boy. I am a person of God. And if you keep yourself well groomed and well modest, then people will look at you differently. People will say, hey, yes, you're a child of God, and of course you have African parents. They will even see, hey, are your parents African? I can see that because you look nice.
Ain't nobody gonna ask that.
But if you think about it, like boys these days and their clothing, like at my school, almost every boy sags. Like they don't wear belt, or sometimes they wear belts, but they still sag. Like, what's the point of the belt?
I don't sag.
I don't like that. That's so ugly.
Why do you wear a belt if you're going to do that? But I was like, okay.
Yeah, that really don't make any sense. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That's what their parents let them get out with the house with, and there's a difference between what our parents let us get out of the house with. Because you see, the way people are judging them, they're saying, what kind of household are you coming from, and how are you presenting yourself to other people? So what's the difference? And we have to present ourselves as a different type of people, because I sometimes can really recognize Africans out of everybody else because of how they present themselves. Like, even how well behaved they are, even like their good grades that they get in school. I'm like, you're probably foreign, and that's good that you're really you're embracing what you have, your best qualities in yourself because of the background you come from. Like, don't you even notice like the smart kid in your school is probably African? Just saying, or probably Chinese or something like that, or Indian. Huh?
No, not at all.
Okay. But most of the time they're African or Chinese or something. It's because they come from the background they come from. I think even ask a Chinese person, they probably have the same restrictions as us. And look at how
they
far
probably
they
have
getting.
more.
But I heard about theirs that their parents are real strict, like especially with their education.
Yeah.
It has to be on point.
That's why they're going so high, because when you look everywhere, like if you look at all the famous, I'm not gonna say famous people, like famous smart people, they're all Chinese people, black people, barely white people, Chinese people, black people. But yeah, like if who the creator of Samsung, Chinese person, and what's his name? Ben Carson. Black person. But he was an educated black person. That's what I'm saying.
Creator
Creator Apple
person.
Who is he? Who is
Steve Jobs?
I don't even know if he's probably foreign too.
No, he's not.
Okay, whatever. That's different.
Guy that made Facebook.
Okay. Or even Donald Trump. Donald Trump cried. He's somewhat foreign, and that's why
How
he's.
do you know?
I researched.
Where's he from?
He's some German stuff.
Really?
I don't know. But yeah, they're all foreign, and it's always because of the background. And here's another thing why people, foreigners or Africans themselves, that's why they're strict when they come here, because they always come here to fulfill a purpose. They always come here to become better than what they were back there, and they always come here for a better opportunity. So that's why they're like, hey, I have to push harder, I have to work harder to get to where I want to go. I don't want to be a bum. Like, yeah, I don't want to be a bum. I didn't come here to be a bum, and my children should not come here to be bums on the street. So why not push them harder? And pushing them harder is becoming very strict. And yeah, what y'all think?
I think that's cool. That's right.
Yeah, but sometimes it goes overboard, the strictness. Like,
Yes.
I want freedom. Like, mine is like I can't do anything, basically. I just stay home. Like, I can't go to the movies, can't go to the mall,
I
can't go to
the
my
movie.
friend's house.
Oh,
can't go anywhere.
Kafra.
Oh, the thing is, I don't like is when No, I'm gonna just say a specific group. Ghanaians. I don't like it when they watch the news for a certain reason.
It makes them scared. And
Right,
they
my
don't
mom watched
the
the news one time, and I asked her if I can go to the movie theater. She said no. You
Oh
can
yeah,
get shot
because of
over
the
there.
shooting.
You said you can get shot
Ever
over
since
there.
then, I never
Like Ghanaians, this is what I know. I found out about Ghanaians. Whatever they see on the news, they think it's gonna happen to
Why
you.
is that so true? Why is that so
They
true?
think it's
Something
gonna
happened
happen
at
to
East
you.
No.
Some like a shooting or something happened at East Mall. My dad was like, "This is why I don't let you go to the mall with their
Right.
friends." I was like,
I'm be all week.
Like,
No, this next time, Trayvon Martin. Okay, next thing you know, we'll not be able to walk home with Skittles anymore.
right. Because they think in their heads, they think, okay, oh, I see this on the news, it's gonna happen to my kid.
my dad
See,
always said, "Safety
It's
fast."
not
safety
good to
fast.
think that though. Because it's not good to think that
You don't
because
wanna
you're putting
live in
all
fear.
them right.
Like-
You're living in fear and you're putting all those images in your head.
At the end of the day,
Yeah, they want the best, but sometimes, like this is very rare. Sometimes you just gotta like let us go. Like,
if you really want to,
no, why does she need to go
let
with
your
me,
mom
though?
go with you.
You gotta think
You'll
about-
be protected, okay?
You gotta think about stuff like this though. Okay, stuff like this. Okay, let's say your mom watched the news. Some girl got shot. What will she come to you and say?
You're not allowed to do what the girl got shot for.
No.
Here,
Let's say
here.
she just went somewhere. Just mind her own
It makes it
business.
worse when they're the same age as you. Like,
Yeah, and she gets shot. You know for a fact your mom will come up to you, sit you down, and say, "Rachel, this is why I don't want you to go there. Cause you see, this girl got shot. It can happen
Duh.
to you.
Duh.
See,
What parent doesn't do that?
I don't know, but still,
No, well, black parents, they don't really think like that. Like when
They
they see
don't.
the news, they see something on TV.
They'd be
They're
like,
like-
"Oh, the white people are first." That's the only thing.
no. When they see something on the news, they tell their kids to be careful
They say be careful. They don't shut things
See,
down.
'cause they
like,
don't-
You can't go
because
here.
there's no need to. shut things down. If you're careful, nothing's gonna happen.
That's also true. You have a point there, but it's also, again, it's protection. That's why you barely see African kids getting shots because they're always protected. They're always what's it called? They're always in their boundaries. That's why.
That's the thing, though. There should be boundaries, but see, the boundaries that Ghanaian parents are giving us are like
Like I can
too
understand
much.
like curfews and
Too-
things like
yeah,
that.
curfews
like,
are
you gotta
fine.
come home at this time and all that. But not letting you do anything at all is like
Right, not letting you do like anything is like something that's really don't really make sense to me. Like, okay, let's say I wanted to go skating. I live near the skating rink. I could literally walk there, and my dad would be like, "No, it's too dangerous."
It's really dangerous. You can slip.
In the daytime,
oh my.
You slip
In the
on
day-
street.
in the daytime.
The person in the news will be like, person doing it. Wait, next thing you know, the news will be like, person dead from
Slip and broke his neck.
somebody got skating rink. And you're like,
But
nope,
see-
you're not going.
See, look, those are just images put in your head. One thing I learned is that the news, they don't stay consistent with something. Let's say some guy got shot. It only be on for like 2 days. Next thing you know, somebody else got shot. 2 days.
That's true.
They don't stay consistent. If it was
Because
really,
it's always happening.
right, if it was really something that could happen to anybody, they'll bring it up from time to time.
Oh, yeah.
They'll bring it up from time to time to remind us, hey, be careful out there. This can happen to
Get
you.
that with
Yes, but you
But-
see, but here's the main reason why.
Duh, we're black too.
But here's the reason why they did that though. Because there have been some other people just like him that's been shot before. You can't even lie.
Duh, yeah.
But have you seen them on the news as many times as Trayvon?
Because it was the most serious case because it was against a white person, a black person.
So was the other ones.
Against people I don't care about because
See, so was the
because
other ones.
yeah.
Though.
Huh?
The other ones were like basically the same thing.
But sometimes I think about like what if it was switched around? Like the police officer was black and the person was white.
The
No,
police
that
officer
person-
would have been in jail.
Yeah, it's like that's what I be thinking about.
And then they would have forgot about it the next day.
Who's also black.
That's what I mean. If he was black and the person was white, and
Yeah.
the black officer shot the white guy, how would the story have went?
the person would have been in jail and then they would have put it on the news for one day and then they would have forgot about it.
Yes, that's the thing. See, sometimes I feel like Ghanaian parents should be like the news sometimes. Just like don't forget about it entirely. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that at all. Hear me out. But like they should remember it, but don't like let it reminisce in you, like building up all these fears and things that could happen to your child or could happen to you. And just like live a little.
Yeah.
But because like they let it all like they let it like just fester in there.
Yeah.
And like they won't let you do anything. There will be a time if this keeps on going. There will be a time they won't even let me go out the house.
But why?
Exactly. Like they won't. Like the only thing I can do is go to school, come back. There will be a time that something like that happens if this continues.
One thing I noticed is that Ghanaian parents, they don't like when you say, "What do you mean?" Like if they're talking, and you say, "What are you talking about?" They be like, "What do you mean? What am I talking about?"
Right.
And they don't. They find it very.
You guys say that to your parents?
Huh?
She asks, "What do you mean to your parents?"
Sometimes,
Like when they're
sometimes
saying
they
something
gotta
but you
explain
don't
themselves.
understand. Like you're
Right.
not trying to be rude, but you're trying to say like, "What do you mean? I don't understand." They get angry.
You better act like you understand. like,
Like-
let them keep saying it. Be like, pardon? Pardon? No, you don't act like.
They like sometimes they don't know how to like especially the ones that like just like they weren't really here all that much. Well, like they were here that much, but like they were born in Ghana and still got that accent.
All of it, but yeah.
Yeah, but there's some that were born here. But, like-
We have a caller.
Who is it?
Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Very good. What about you?
Okay.
Please state your name and where you're
your
from.
topic today.
Please state your name and where you're from.
Oh, okay. I'm calling from Columbus, Ohio.
Amen.
Okay. My contribution is that the Ghanaian parents want the best for you, and then also Ghanaian parents feel like they're strangers here. So, and also like we have a proverb that we say, in Ghana, right? That so we know where we're from. So that's why we take very good care of ourselves, and we want our children to take good care of themselves too. So it's not that Ghanaian parents are really, really strict, but we just want the best for our children. Okay?
Yes.
Bye.
Thank you for your contribution. Okay, so what do you guys think what she said?
I think what she said was right. Ghanaian parents do want the best for us, but at the same time, like they should like at least be able to like trust us enough. I'm not saying that they don't trust us. It's just that like they trust that they trust that like some things will happen to us more than like they trust that we will be safe. Like they think that whatever we do, there will be something to happen. Like I have been out till 12 before. Nothing has happened because I was careful. I was safe.
What
I
did your
knew
parents do?
nothing.
Okay.
Because I called them. I told them where I was at. Told them I was coming home. I was careful. See, the reason why people get shot is because they're not careful.
Sometimes it's not always.
Yeah,
Because
sometimes it's not.
you know, yeah, out here it's crazy.
Yeah, out
And
here it is
sometimes,
crazy.
yeah, it's not always that. Hey, I was careful and I came back safely.
Yeah, there's
No, sometimes it's what's it called? People were just shooting crazy and blah blah blah, and I got shot and it wasn't my fault and blah blah blah. Yeah,
yeah, but I'm not saying like hey, y'all don't do this. I'm not saying like just go like just leave the house and then come back later be like I was careful. No, I'm saying at least like let them know like where you going. Okay, when you get there. Okay, when you're coming back. Okay, just do that.
But I
Just-
feel like back in the day it was more safer than now, because now it's like every day, every week, I always hear about somebody got shot, somebody's cousin died, or like even like it was like a month ago, someone I knew that went to our school, he died. I don't know if you heard about it, but
Who?
someone that went to our school,
Oh
they
yeah,
got shot
yeah, I
and
heard
died.
about it.
And I was like, nowadays everything feels more scary. And now in the news, it's always something bad, a bomb or something massacre, something always going on nowadays. But I feel like I personally I'm scared, but I don't want to live in fear to the point that it's like, no, I'm never going out again because that happened. Like,
See, here's the thing.
that's true. Going like say over one thing and saying no, I'm gonna cancel it out and I'm not gonna do that ever.
Okay, here's the thing. If you trust in God enough, you should be able to trust that He will take you where you want to
Yeah,
go.
I have a point now because what's the call? Just because somebody got shot in the mall, what's the call?
It doesn't mean you're
I'm
get
never
shot in
gonna
the
go.
mall.
Yeah, I'm never gonna go to the mall again. Yeah.
Like,
that's the
see,
point.
parents always talk about trusting in God and trusting that He'll take you somewhere safe, but sometimes they need to take their own advice and use it for themselves.
Okay.
Cause like for real, like they be like, "Oh, trust in God that you'll get there safely. Pray that you'll get there safely." Okay, that's fine. I do it. I trust that I'll get there safely, and you know what? I do. So they should like trust and believe that we'll get there safely, and when we get there, we'll let them know. Cause like all cause something happens somewhere else, that doesn't mean that it's automatically gonna happen to my son or daughter. Like they think whatever happens here is gonna happen to you immediately.
I feel like as long as you call and let them know where you at this time,
Yeah.
or when they're gonna pick you up and all that, then you should be fine. Now, if you don't call them the whole time,
Now
then
that's
now
when
they're
there's a
gonna
problem.
think something's up. But
See,
then,
there have been situations where I haven't called at all, and see, now that's my own fault. I'll take the blame for that. But see, I've learned as I grew, and I know to call. But let's say, okay, me walking to my cousin's house. He doesn't live far. It's like a 5-minute walk. They don't trust me walking there at all. But the thing is,
At the same time, the area you live in.
yeah, the area
Oh,
I
yeah,
live
never
in
mind.
is bad.
Well, not my area.
But at the same time, my bus stop used to be when I used to go to a different school. It used to be right at his house, and I would walk home. So me walking there is a problem, but me walking home isn't a problem. That's there's something kind of off there. Cause I mean, if I walk the same route that I usually walk in, I don't really see the problem with that.
I walk to and from school, but I don't see a problem with that. Like some
Right.
people think it's a problem, but it's not to me because I have people that I walk with. So, and I feel safe. Like there's nothing wrong with my neighborhood. So,
I mean, even though I'm not gonna lie, my neighborhood is kind of like a bad neighborhood. I feel safe walking there. Like I feel confident that nothing's gonna really happen to me.
Mhm.
Like if something does happen to me, I can always call.
It's God.
Yeah, he's watching. He's looking out for me.
It's God.
Yeah, so I feel like I could just walk wherever, and just go wherever, and I'll be safe. But like my
Yeah.
parents, they make it seem like, oh, wherever you go, and it's not really all my dad. It's mostly my mom.
Okay, yeah.
Like, they do that
so
all
we'll
the
continue
time.
this after the break. We're just gonna take a short break. So please stay with us.
Have your way. 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 we sing that to him. Have your way. 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 No music, just voices. Have your way. Have your way. Somebody sing it. Have your way. Lion of Judah. Have your way. Lion of Judah. Have your way. Have your way, Jesus. Have your way. Have your way, Jesus. Have your way. The Lord wants to hear our worship. Have your way. He's here right now. Have your way. So have your way, Jesus. Have your way. Have your way, Lord. Have your way. Have your way, Jesus. Have your way. So many times I move by myself. Have your way. So have your way, Jesus. Have your way. I did things despitefully against you. Have your way. So Lord, I'm asking you to have your way. 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 Have your I want this to be the place where God lives. He resides in our worship. He resides in our praise to him. He resides in us. So have your way, Jesus. Have your way. Lord, have your way. Have your way. Have your way. Lord, have your way. Somebody tell the Lord, have your way. Have your way. Have your way. Move how you want to move. Have your way. Somebody tell the Lord, have your way. Have your way. Lord, have your way. Somebody tell him, have your way. Don't get tired of telling him, have your way. Oh, have your way. Have your Come on, tell the Lord to have his way. Move how you want to move, Jesus. We step out of the way for you to come in. Have your way, 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 have your way. Don't miss this moment. Don't miss this moment. Don't miss this moment. Don't miss this moment with the Lord. He's ready to answer your prayers. He's ready to answer your every need, your every desire. But you gotta let him have his way. Have his way, have his way. Have your 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 way. Somebody jump on and tell him, have your way. Have your way. Somebody cry out to the Lord. Have your way. Yes, God. Have your way.
God bless you. God bless you if you're listening to me this either morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time you're listening to this message. I want to invite you to the New Voice Ministries, 870 Greasewood Street, Weddington, Ohio, 43085. We meet every Sunday, 10 a.m. in the morning and 4 p.m. in the evening, 10 to 12 and 4 p.m. to 6:30. You see, let me tell you something. If you want a place that you can pray your troubles away, if you're looking for a place that you can pray your burdens away, if you're looking for a place that you can pray your challenges away, that is the place. You will hear the infallible word of God and we will start.
Back with Holy Hills, the Holy Teens edition.
My name is Isaac Anim.
Angel.
I am Rachel Pinto.
Yeah, and the topic that we're going to continue is African parents. So you heard us talk about the negative. That was the negative. Now it's time to talk about the positive stuff. There are many positives of being raised into an African home. Like, you get a sense of culture.
Oh, yeah. Oh, about culture.
You and your oofs.
You get a sense of, you get food, you get,
You get music.
yeah.
Some good on music.
You get you get your life.
Love.
You get love. They have a special type of strong love.
Family
You're
members, I must say, is real close. Like, they might not even be your family, but you're calling them auntie and uncle. Like,
Right,
that's how
right.
close
That's true.
Africans
That's
are.
what we
That's true.
do.
You have
Yeah.
a party to go to every weekend.
Yeah.
See, that's what we do. Like, I can like not know any of y'all, but I can still say, hey, that's my cousin, that's
Mhm.
my cousin, that's my auntie, that's my uncle.
Right.
Maybe not with me, but yeah.
Like, black
Right.
people, they be like,
Oh, you
like,
know
that's
my
just
cousin.
that's not my cousin. We're really close, but that's not my cousin.
Right.
Like, African people, you might not even know them, but that's your
Yeah,
cousin.
cousin.
That's your aunt.
Or you can see some guy from across the street, be like, hey, my brother.
Yeah.
You should do something like that. You like that's
Yeah,
what
but
we do.
African culture is like real nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got some they
And we get a mix too, like American side
We get
and
the
then
best of both
African
worlds.
side. Yeah.
and African culture. One thing I actually like about African culture is the music, cause see, I'm a musical type of guy.
But you
Music.
can't play any music. But hey, let's go. Let's go.
Music is what I do, and like, so like having African music, like listening to it as a kid, and now listening to like American music, like it gives me some ideas to how to like do my music. Now I could do a mix of African and American, do something like that. That's what I like. I like to do that. That's what
But
I really.
I think some American people, like famous American people, they want that African culture because sometimes if you look at their dressing, like they'll have like kente type of outfits, and then they'll have like sometimes you can hear the African beats in their music too. I'm like,
Wait, what are you talking about?
like
Can't take clothes.
the yeah, but what's you're talking about, like African Americans, how they incorporate it? Yeah, that's true because the shiki got popular. Hey, everybody wear that stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, and I see mostly Ghanaian. No, yeah, all African cultures. I see like African cultures now is starting to like leak into like our urban society today, because like at Fort Hayes, then like when I had dance class at Fort Hayes, they would play like Azonto and Al Qaeda stuff like that. The teacher would be teaching it. She actually killed it for a white lady, but like she was like teaching that stuff, and I thought that was pretty nice because I sort of knew how to do it already, so kind of like
That's cool.
kind of gave me some
Do
juice.
your friends, like, do they ever want to know about African culture, or they don't ask about
Some of my friends do, not all of them. Most of them do.
Mhm.
So I said, here's a list of African songs. Listen to those.
That's lit. That's very lit.
Yeah. Okay, and another pro is we're all together.
That is one thing. That is really true because sometimes you be seeing black people on black people, white people on white people. But Africans, You will never see us killing each other.
Right. You cannot see on the news an African killing another African. You've never seen that
What's
before.
the point?
Because there is no point. That's the thing. Well, we might not see it here, but in Africa, it might happen over there.
Of course, but here, the only thing we got is each other.
Right. No, that's all we got. Like, one thing I really like, and I know some of you listeners out there, the Ghana picnic. That's something I really, really like. I really like it because, you get to see everybody. You get to make new friends.
Do you have a caller? Hello?
Hello,
Who is this? What city are you calling from?
this is Esther.
Hey, from where? Okay, ask your question.
Anyways,
Hello.
so the topic you guys are talking about, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I have a little something to say.
Okay.
Okay, so to be honest, living in an African home sometimes it actually helps us a lot because
Hi.
yeah. So if you don't live in not everybody live in an African home. I know that, and everybody gets different treatment and stuff. But to be honest, for me, in my opinion, living in an African home sometimes, sometimes, our moms, and dads, and stuff. But entertain with the mind and how, they teach us to read the Bible, do this, do that, no more trying, say so we can do the right thing, say more to see, because Bible crack, say when free home. And see, sometimes living in an African home is a very good thing because of the way our mom, treat us, tells us the good things to do and what path, what right path to go through, stuff like that.
True.
True, right?
I like
You're right.
that. Do you have any cons or anything?
Any what?
Things that you do not like.
I know she got a bunch.
I mean, sometimes one thing I don't like is sometimes like what I was saying. Also, I would tell mine sometimes, and sometimes it could be right, but they get out of control. I feel like sometimes they just need to calm down. Like literally, just calm down. But but apart from that, everything else, to be honest, is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
Amen. Thank you for calling. Please stay tuned. Keep listening. Call back next week. Bye. Thank you. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
But yeah, like she said, I mean, I'm happy that I grew up as an African in an African home, but at the same time, like I like it, but then sometimes they could be overbearing.
Oh, how?
Like just like sometimes, if they want you to do something, they want you to do it right then and there.
That's good.
The thing is,
wait.
Wait, so are you saying like clean your room, do it now,
I'm not
an hour
saying
later?
like stuff like that. Like if
But-
they're teaching you something,
Hold on.
like they expect you to get it like that. But sometimes people can't just get it.
But hold on. So when you're in the real world and you have your job or whatever, notice all them. How am I supposed to say notice? Because you don't have a job. But what's it called? Usually all the Africans are the ones when the boss says something, that's what they do it right then and there. And then
But remember, they went to school to learn how to do it right then and there.
but the thing is, other races will not do it right then and there. Then my cousins would be like, I just did my nails.
Well, actually, don't say that because there are some.
Of course, I'm just generalizing right now, but I'm just saying. Typically, it's usually the Africans that are the more hardworking people.
Here's the difference.
That's
though.
because of how they were raised. In this case, your parents were Your parents were getting you ready for the real world and saying, hey, if you have to come into a situation, we have to do something there right then and there. You will do it right then and there and not be like, hey, no, I have to do something before. Or it's your parents. You have to listen to them no matter what.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like if they're teaching you how to do something, like you just
And you have
learning.
to learn it right then and there. That's what
yes,
you're talking
like
about.
they try to like just do it right now. Like sometimes you can't just like learn how to do it like that, like just out of nowhere. I mean, some people can and some people can't. Everybody learns differently.
There's an African kid in my class. He gets everything before everybody else gets it. For real, he be helping the white people. Because white people get everything before, and it's probably because how he is at home. Because his parents really get on him or something. That's most of the time.
There's this one kid in our class, Tyrone. This dude will get stuff done like as soon as he gets it, but he is like the goofiest dude I know. He be having me.
But you wouldn't know his home background. You wouldn't know how his parents treat him.
He's not.
At the same time, you wouldn't know how his parents treat him.
How do his parents treat him?
I don't know, but probably right. They probably train him in the right way.
No, I think he'd just be in competition with what's his name?
Ali. Yeah, see, Africans.
It's just competition because he's always wanted to finish his work and be like, "Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done."
Oh, that don't mean he did it correctly.
Yeah, he writes like really nasty too. So it's yeah.
I think us as Africans are. I think what we do is we're so good at like what we do is that like we
have a caller. Hello, who is this?
Hello, this is Auntie Cynthia.
Hi.
Hi, I have a question for Isaac.
Okay.
Okay, if your parents tell you to do something, why do you have to wait for own time to do it?
Why do you have to wait?
Good question. Good question. Answer that, Isaac.
Okay, if your parents ask you to do something, see, like you don't have to wait, but sometimes things take time.
No,
it depends on what you're doing.
Go clean your room. You say yes, mom. Then you
go do it.
Yeah, but sometimes, yeah.
If you want something from your mom, you want your mom to respond very quickly, right?
Mm-hmm. Go clean your room. But, yeah, but sometimes they expect you to like clean it very fast.
Clean it as fast as they want.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, but
so
like
after your parents' home, you go out. When you go out, you're going to mind somebody. If your wife tells you to do something and you don't want to do it, you know what the consequence?
Divorce.
The consequence is you won't get something better from her.
Oh, yeah.
Divorce. I keep saying it like that.
If she cook for you, she will cook it very, nasty. She won't cook it well for you. Right? She said, can you please do this for me? You say, yes, and I'm going to do it for you. So if you ask her to do something, she will do it very nice for you too. So if your parents tell you to go clean your room, you say, yes, mom, you get up and you go do it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was a very good point. Thank you, Auntie.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Call again, please.
My mother. Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Show me what I think about that.
She made a good point. If your wife wants to cook you some if your wife gives you something or asks you to do something and you're like, nah, I'll do it later. I will really take revenge back on my husband and be like, nope, you didn't want to do that for me. So right now I'm about to put a little something special on your food because you didn't want to do something. You didn't want to do that for me. So
I do my stuff. I do what I need
you
to
do
get
it,
done.
But you don't do it on time. So
I do it on time.
Or I'll just not make your food on time. I'll be like, okay, you don't want to do my stuff on time? You start it till next week, okay?
Okay, but back to what I was saying though. I think us as Africans, what we do is we set the bar for others. Mm-hmm. Like in class, you say like how you said Tyrone's just trying to match up to Ali. It's because Ali set the bar. He's trying to pass it. Like me, when I'm in band class, I set the bar. They try to match up to me. They try to get better than me. But you know what? I don't let them. Because we provide competition. We work hard. We want to be somewhere in life.
That's what they say. They say Mexicans and Africans work the hardest.
Yeah.
To be honest.
That's because they set the bar.
Because Mexicans, they always doing the farming work, the housework,
they do the work that, no offense at all, that white people are lazy to do.
That's not offensive. But yeah.
Well, some might take it to offense. But I said, we set the limit.
I think it's foreigners in general.
Yeah.
Some.
I say all foreigners because we all came in for a purpose, and we all came in to work harder.
Well, to wrap this up,
Okay, so yeah, you're right. We do work hard, and that's what we do. That's what our parents trained us to do.
Yeah.
That's why, in the long run, we're thankful. The Bible says, "Honor your father and your mother." That's why, in the long run, let's say we grow up, we're gonna tell our kids about our parents. So that's just how it is.
but are you gonna treat your kids like that? Like, how are you gonna treat?
Oh no, I'm gonna treat them different.
That's what you're saying now, but you guys, you don't know the struggles of having a child. So
Have you had a child?
I'm not saying I know the struggles
Okay.
either, but you don't know. Me, probably, I'm gonna be worse than what my parents have been with.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna be even harder because I know what I'm doing. I know I'm a struggle,
See,
and
me,
you should know you guys are struggles too. So
me now.
I know you probably a struggle, but
Yeah. So me now, I set the bar. You in school, you set the bar. You set the bar. I want my kids to also set the bar. That's what I want them to do. Even when they're in kindergarten, I want them to set the bar. I want kids to like
that's
have
really good.
competition
You
with
think
them.
just what's it called? You think about that right now. That's good. That's
Right.
what your parents are trying to do for you. That's why they're training you in this type of harsh way. But
Right. See, I'm not gonna lie. I don't set the bar in everything.
why don't you try?
I try, but I don't set the bar. In
Okay,
everything.
good. Your parents are training you to go up there. Okay.
But there are certain things I do set the bar in, and
good.
that's what I'm good at.
Go over there and do the other ones.
Yeah, I
Be
will
the
do
best
that.
in the other ones. Good.
That's what you gotta do.
Your
you gotta
parents
work
are
to
helping
it.
you with that. Good. It's African
Yeah.
parents is a good lifestyle. Amen. Okay, so let's do our contributions. Okay, so for me, what my contribution is, African parents are trying to set out the best for you. Don't underestimate your parents because some people don't even have the type of opportunity that your parents are setting out for you at this moment. Your parents came here for a reason. Don't think that they're doing all this extra stuff in vain. Like they're really not, because you're gonna grow up and be successful. And for now, don't really think about all the strictness and stuff because it's going to help you in the long run.
My contribution is like being born into an African home is like, to be honest, if you're born in an African home, you're lucky.
Okay.
Yeah. You're very lucky. But the thing is, you gotta use that. You can't just be African for no reason. You gotta set the bar at least in something. Even if it's not what your parents want, you gotta set it in something, and then you gotta work on what your parents want. But then the other thing is, parents, all because you see it on the news, that doesn't mean that it's gonna happen to your child. Like, have some faith that your child will be safe. Like, don't just like cut them off from everything and just like say, no, you can't go here because this or this happened. No, you can't go here because somebody got killed here. No, don't do that at all. I'm saying just make sure that you teach them about safetyness and teach them to be careful and teach them about what to do and what not to do. And like just like give them a little freedom. I'm not saying too much, but just a little bit.
My conclusion is, although your parents might get on your nerves, they all, like, the things that they're telling you and teaching you is all going to have play a part in your life later on. So just respect your parents at all times.
Amen.
Amen.
Okay. Thank you guys for all listening. Thank you for joining us.
Watch us
Please,
next time.
Yeah, join again next time. Make sure you tell your friends, mothers, aunts, uncles, baby to watch and contribute next time.
Always remember, we'll take any call,
Any call.
Don't be afraid to answer or questions.
even if you want to just say hi. I'll say hi to y'all too. How y'all doing?
Okay.
All right.
That's next time. Bye bye.
stand on that and pray until something happens. God bless you. God bless you. My number is 614-732-7233. Your life will never be the same. I encourage you to visit the New Voice Ministries. God bless you. Amen.
Jehovah Lord, the Most High, King of Kings, and Lord of Lords.